The country is all set to get its 15th president as the counting of votes is currently underway. The ruling NDA's Draupadi Murmu and opposition's Yashwant Sinha are pitted against each other in this contest, and the votes are clearly stacked in favor of Draupadi Murmu. Now, if elected, she will become the first tribal woman to occupy the top constitutional post in the country. As of now, in the first round of counting, 540 votes have been secured by Droupadi Murmu. In fact, on the other hand, Yashwant Sinha has secured about 208 votes. Now, a total of 15 votes have been declared as invalid. The Parliament House complex is all decked up with arrangements in place to count the votes. The nation will soon know whether it will be NDA's candidate Droupadi Murmu or opposition's candidate Yashwant Sinha as India's next president.
First round of counting. After the first round of counting, where the ballot papers of the members of parliament were counted, the result of counting is as follows. Total valid votes 748. The total value of valid votes is 5,23,600. 5,23,600. Out of this, Srimati Droupadi Murmu has secured 540 votes with a value of 3,78,000.
3,78,000.
Yes. And Shri Yashwant Sinha secures 208 votes. The value of votes is 1,45,600.
Mohit, who has been tracking this story very closely for us, joins us on the phone line. Mohit, how are the numbers placed for both the candidates? Who is leading the presidential race?
After the first round, it's clear that Droupadi Murmu clearly has an advantage. The first round results have been announced, but yes, there are various other rounds that will be announced. But you see, BJP as of now believes that they have won this presidential elections, and that is why massive preparations have been done all throughout the country at various BJP state headquarters, not just in the hometown of Droupadi Murmu. Here at the state BJP headquarters in Delhi, massive preparations are being done for a road show, and the posters already are being put over here, which clearly state that we welcome Droupadi Murmu, the next president of the country. So as of now, BJP believes that numbers are in their favor, and we know for a fact that how after the name of Droupadi Murmu was being announced, various opposition parties came out and they said that they are supporting Droupadi Murmu, given the fact she comes from a very humble background, she comes from a tribal background, and hence they are putting out their support to her. And that is why we see that the BJP is confident that around 60 to 65% of the votes will be put out in favor of Droupadi Murmu. In fact, there have been some speculations that cross-voting might also occur this time around, would have occurred, and the margin of the win of Droupadi Murmu could also increase. Being from a tribal community is just another accomplishment of, is an added advantage rather of Droupadi Murmu. She has a long list of public in various offices, public life, and she has been a councillor, she has been an MLA, she has been a minister when the BJP and BJD were in coalition and in power in Odisha. She has also won a Neelkant Award for the best MLA, and then she was the first person to complete the full term as a governor of Jharkhand when she was the governor of Jharkhand from 2015 to 2021. And when her tenure got over, we saw that how Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leaders, Hemant Soren, they all came and appreciated tenure of Droupadi Murmu, and that is why JMM, BJD, YSRCP, Shiv Sena, and other regional parties have come out in support of Droupadi Murmu. Well, the official results will come out in some time from now, but the BJP has planned massive celebrations for Droupadi Murmu. While there are celebrations being planned at various state offices, the temporary residence of Droupadi Murmu at 4 Oma Shankar Dixit Lane is also decked up. It's being said that after the results are being announced, Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself would be going over there to greet Droupadi Murmu and the senior leaders of the BJP NDA, and then all the member of parliament of the NDA will go and pay their good wishes to Droupadi Murmu. So it's an action-packed day. We have to wait and watch when exactly the official numbers would be announced. But as of now, BJP believes that They have won this race to presidential poll, and Droupadi Murmu is said to be the first women tribal president of our country. Back to you.
Absolutely, Mohit. Credentials for Droupadi Murmu are great. The numbers look great. And in just a short while from now, we'll know who will become India's 15th president. Thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Now, let's also take a look at what the sentiment is like in Droupadi Murmu's native place in Odisha. The brother says that the entire city is celebrating.
Only one word to describe is that it is completely electrifying, and people out here have come out in large numbers. You can see the massive gathering right in front of Droupadi Murmu's residence. Massive gathering, massive amount of supporters, and people are coming in to the tribal community to extend their support. For them, it's a matter of pride, it's a matter of happiness for them, because India will get its first tribal president in few hours from now, and people overall are completely excited about it. They are continuously bursting crackers. Few minutes back, the tribal women had come out here wearing their tribal attire, dancing to the tunes of tribal, and they were completely elevated and dancing around and completely happy, because Droupadi Murmu is somebody who has been related to the ground, has been the daughter of Rairangpur. She was a teacher here. People famously called her Didi, and she was also the two-time MLA from Rairangpur, and also later she went on to become the governor. बनने वाली है। जो रायरंगपुर के लोग हैं उनमें क्या उत्साह चल रहा है और क्या माहौल है, ये बताइए।
तो आप देख ही रहे हैं, यहाँ पर बम पटा रहा है, जश्न का माहौल है। अब दीदी बहुत सिंपल और सीधा थे, उनका लगभग जीत ही चुकी है, जो और भी दिखा रहा न्यूज में। नो डाउट वो जीते हुए हैं।
सर, आप क्या कहेंगे?
दीदी हमारी जीत चुकी है, 100% दीदी जीत चुकी है। माहौल आपको देखकर पता चल रहा है और कोई डाउट नहीं है।
कितनी गर्व की बात है रायरंगपुर के लोगों के लिए?
रायरंगपुर के लिए बहुत ही गर्व की बात है, बहुत गर्व की बात है, सोच से परे है ये।
मैम, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगी?
हाँ, हम लोग बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहे हैं दीदी के लिए। यहाँ बहुत जोरों की सेलिब्रेशन चल रही है और बस हम लोग रिजल्ट्स के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं। वी आर वेरी प्राउड ऑफ हर। कांग्रेचुलेशंस द्रौपदी दीदी।
Now I'm at Rairangpur, the place from where Droupadi Murmu belongs. And let me show you the arrangements out here. We are standing right in front of her residence, and you can see arrangements are being made. Balloons of representing Indian flag are being put out here. Several supporters of Droupadi Murmu along with the BJP workers are coming in large numbers in front of her residence. And also the BJP has mobilized its troops. All the office bearers of BJP has been informed by the High Command to mobilize 1.5 lakh of people in several villages across Mayurbhanj and in other states as well. Once Droupadi Murmu wins, then there would be massive rallies which will be carried out. And you can see the celebration has already began in front of Droupadi Murmu's residence. Her supporters, the BJP party workers, all of them have come here and have started celebrating. This is the environment out here. Everybody is happy that Droupadi Murmu, who was the MLA from Rairangpur twice, she was also the Parshad, and she was the governor of Jharkhand. She belongs from this small area of Rairangpur in Mayurbhanj district. She popularly known as Didi across the area because of her involvement in the education sector as well.
आंकड़े तो उसके फेवर में पहले से दिखाई दे रहा, उस चलते हम भी बहुत खुश में है। हमारा जो ये एरिया का आदमी भी बहुत खुशी में है। मतलब जीत का खुशी में, मतलब कुछ देर में वो जश्न मनाने तैयारी में है, इसीलिए हम लोग बहुत खुश है।
सर, आज के लिए क्या क्या तैयारी चल रही है पूरे मयूरभंज डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, और रायरंगपुर में किस तरीके की तैयारी चल रही है? सर,
रायरंगपुर में तो बस लड्डू वड्डू का तैयारी में है। उसके बाद ट्रेडिशनल नाच उच होगा, वो जो रिजल्ट होने के बाद करीब करीब 1-1:30 बजे नाच शुरू हो जाएगा। हम लोग रिजल्ट का इंतजार में है। ऐसा तो हम लोग को कॉन्फिडेंस है कि वो जीतेगा, और जीत के है करके तो फिर भी थोड़ा इंतजार में हम लोग को।
और सर आपके गांव में भी किस तरीके का प्रिपरेशन चल रहा है, तैयारी चल रही है?
गांव में मिठाई उठाई भी वहाँ बटा जाएगा, वहाँ भी नाच, ट्रेडिशनल नाच होगी, बस वही सब तैयारी में है।
तो द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी जीतने के बाद क्या आप दिल्ली जाएंगे स्वयं परिवार के साथ?
देखो, जो अगर जीत जाएगी तो जरूर हम उसका ओथ में आऊंगा दिल्ली।
और ये देखिए, अगर मुर्मू जी की बात करें, काफी लंबा पॉलिटिकल करियर उनका रहा है और आप भी उनके साथ रहे हैं, तो उनकी जर्नी के बारे में कुछ अगर बताएं आप।
उसके जर्नी तो शुरू से बस अच्छा ही रहा है, अभी तो अच्छा ही है। वो अच्छा का चलते अभी राष्ट्रपति के में खड़ा हो गया और चुनाव में भी जीतने वाला है। वो बहुत अच्छा है वो शुरू से।